On a crystal clear Saturday morning, July 29th, 2016, a guy named Luke Akins jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. This was nothing new. He had done it over 18,000 times. But this 25,000-foot plunge over the Californian desert varied in one important detail. This time, Luke was not wearing a parachute. It wasn't absent-mindedness. It was a purposeful and calculated choice. You see, friends described Luke as the only man crazy enough to attempt this jump, and the only man cautious enough to survive it. This time he was not relying on a chute for a safe landing, but a net. The net was 100-foot square and suspended between 4 cranes 20 stories above the desert floor. In theory, it would provide enough space to cushion his fall without allowing him to be bounced out. One test mannequin proved that he might not bounce out. The dummy went straight through, shattering on the desert. Luke showed little concern and simply said, "That's why we practice." As observed by his friends, Luke was not reckless. Other precautions were obvious in the film of his descent. He had other jumpers who were with him for the first few minutes of his flight. They surrounded him to be sure that he would stay on target. Gravity was a key player, but when Luke could finally visually see his target, he tucked his arms, accelerating purposefully through the heavens straight toward the net. It all paid off. A perfectly safe landing. There is something of our faith echoed in Luke's jump. When we enter into a relationship with Jesus, we are promised that our future is secure, but we cannot see our destination. We need guides to help keep us on track. The inexorable gravity of heaven draws us, but we have no control over the time of our arrival. Like the jumper Luke, who diligently scanned the approaching earth for his target, we should scan the unseen for our target. Life passes quickly, and our salvation approaches. Let us, in faith, press straight for home. As Hebrews says, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith.